Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Josh. Josh is from Leeds in England, in the UK. So let's see what Josh has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Josh. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview. Thank you.
No, thank you for having me. All of your videos keep like popping up on my Instagram. So I'm like, who is this guy? Like, and then like I've seen you've done like a couple with like other actors and just like
Yeah,
people from all over, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool.
amazing. So, tell me, how was your day today?
Day to day,
Yeah, how was your day today?
yeah, it was fine. Uneventful. I was at work. So by day, I work as a registered nurse, but I'm also trying to get into the film industry and work as an actor. So it's very busy, but I like it, even though I probably complain too much about it.
It's great to be busy. I love, to be able to be busy every day. Of course, not like to burn out.
Yeah,
However, it's good. I love being busy.
yeah, same. I think sometimes though it gets too hectic, and I'm like, oh, I just need to calm down. Sometimes I just want to like stay at home with my dogs all day and not do anything.
Tell me where you're from, Josh.
So I'm from Leeds in north of England. So I was born and raised here. I've lived here most of my life. I've moved around the UK a little bit. I've lived in Brighton, in Cardiff, um, and then I moved back to Leeds a couple of years ago.
So tell me, what's the biggest joy of waking up in Leeds every single morning?
That's too hard. There are a lot of really great things about Leeds. It's got like a really cool music scene and art scene.
Yeah.
I think with Leeds and most of the cities in Yorkshire, you have like all the benefits of living in a big city, but you're also like 5 minutes from like all of these amazing like parks and greenery. I think like Leeds got voted like the greenest city in Europe a couple of years ago.
Wow,
That's really cool. So like I love like going out and walking my dogs and taking them to like the park and the forest and going hiking. So that's really nice.
that's amazing. Actually, I've been to Leeds once a few years ago. I went to with a friend. His parents lived in a very small town called Scunthorpe, and
Oh yeah.
also, yeah, I went to Hull as well, which was a bit bigger, Hull, and
Yeah.
yeah, and after we went for to Leeds as well, it was amazing.
Yeah,
Okay,
nice. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it.
yeah, it was amazing. I remember it was good weather as well, and I think the atmosphere around people was very happy. People were very happy, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good vibe for sure.
Where are you? Do you live in London now?
I live in London. Yes, I'm based in London for a few years now. London is home for sure.
Do you like London?
Love London. Yes, I meant to be
Yeah.
here. I meant to be
Yeah.
here. I think London it's a
It's
great
a busy
place.
city.
Very busy, of course. There's
Yeah.
the negative and the positive side, but
Yeah.
I love being in London for sure. So tell me a little bit about your career as a nurse.
Oh, as a nurse, so I've done it for like over 10 years now. I'm 34, and then yeah, I've done it for 10 years plus 3 years of study in university, so like 13 years. But it's like all I've done like since leaving school. I went like straight into nursing school. I worked as a care assistant and
Mhm.
I'm working as a nurse now. I won't say the hospital, but it's a big one up in Leeds.
I see.
Um, yeah, and just recently, like this last year, I've tried to get into acting and branch out a bit. I just don't want to get to like 68 years old and like the only thing I've ever done is like one career. I want to try a few different things, and I think I'm still young enough to try other things. But no, I like being a nurse, but I think it's very tiring and stressful sometimes.
Totally agree. I think any time in our lives, it's never. I think we can start any time in your career. As I know
Mm,
sometimes aging can scare a little bit, but however, there are no rules as long as you feel like your intuition is telling what, let me try something new. Let me get to a different path. That's what
yeah.
we for sure.
100%. I just need to try something, and then, do you know
Of
what? If it doesn't work out, at least I can say I tried.
course. All right. So tell me how acting came into your life.
I've always like really loved like film and cinema, but I think when I was younger, I think when you come from like a more like working class background, you choose more practical decisions, and I think that's why I went into nursing rather than like a career in the arts. But it wasn't really until like this last year I started taking acting classes. I've worked on a couple of short films, and
Wow.
yeah, I've just filmed a campaign recently for a drugs awareness charity, which was really cool.
Wow.
Um, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, it's a really difficult industry to get into. So I think I'm kind of lucky that I have like another career outside of acting, where I think a
Okay.
lot of actors and people working in entertainment, it's probably a lot more stressful because they're just go, go, go all the time. Whereas I probably I've probably become a little bit complacent because I know that I've got like a regular income with nursing and it's safe.
Yeah, I think being an artist, the part of your life you need to combine different careers. I think for you to survive, for you to get into it, it's not easy, but the journey it's amazing. And I think
Yeah,
passion about it, it's that's what counts for sure.
yeah.
Okay, Josh. So during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far. Okay,
Okay.
are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of view?
Ready? Let's go.
Amazing. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Full of random fun questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. First question is, tell me what is the most memorable date you ever had?
Date.
Yeah, could be for the negative side, for a positive situation, could be anything. When you think about a date that you had in the past, what stands out for a different reason?
I think a positive day. There's so many. Like I've had like a lot of really good dates. Do you mean like a romantic date?
Yeah,
Oh,
date,
a
yeah.
romantic date. Okay. There's not been that many. I don't date that much. I think probably like an ex who I'm not with anymore. We went hiking and we went to somewhere called the Otley Chevin. It's in Leeds. It's an amazing scenery. You
Uh-huh.
can like go hiking up there. It's got like the best views. I don't know if you've ever seen the film God's Own Country, God's Own County. They filmed a lot of it there, and that was really cool. Just like being outside and in nature and watching the sunset and all the amazing scenery. I think that was really cool. I like doing like outdoorsy, practical stuff. I like going for like a coffee date, but I think I like doing things on dates,
Yeah.
if that
And
makes sense.
totally, absolutely. I think it's amazing for you to meet someone for the first time and, do something different, something that you can, connect with the person somehow. That's you find out a lot about the person.
Yeah.
How do you see the dating life in Leeds? Do you think it's easy to go on a date, or do you think because of the apps it can be a bit difficult? How do you see that?
You see, I'm so like lazy with dating at the minute. I went speed dating a couple of weeks ago, and that was really fun.
Oh, well.
But I think sometimes on speed dating, like people just get really drunk really quick, and then I'm like, oh, okay, red flag. But yeah, I think like everything's nuanced. You can like try the apps. You can go out and meet people in like bars
Mhm.
and clubs. Or yeah, speed dating was fun though. I definitely do it again and recommend speed dating because as well it just like, puts you out there. Sorry, my dogs are like in the background going mental, will you?
Amazing. Absolutely love that. I'd love if they can come along. Tell me about your first kiss.
First kiss. Oh God. I think I was probably like drunk in a nightclub somewhere in Leeds. I think that's it.
Oh, I can see like a half face. Who is that?
Hey, I'm gonna say hey. That's two of them.
Oh my God, that's so sweet. Who are they?
This is the little black one is Zelda, and the one with the blue eyes is Delphine. But yeah, well, that's my first kiss.
Sweet, very sweet.
The best kiss from my dogs.
Amazing. Next question. Okay, Josh. Next question for you is,
Okay.
what's the best gift have ever received, and why you consider that?
Best gift. I think my best friend got me like an amethyst tree, and also, oh God, she got me my birthstone as well, and I can't remember what it was. I think it's topaz. It was like a little necklace, and I've still got that. And this one's
Wow.
amethyst as well. I like crystals, so crystals or plants, like that's a really good gift with me.
Wow. What's the biggest difference between you and your best friends and the biggest similarity?
Biggest difference. I think the biggest similarity is that we're both quite stubborn. Um, we're both really good at giving each other advice and not taking it
Yeah.
ourselves. And then I think the biggest difference, I would say I'm a little bit more mellow than what she is sometimes. I think we both stress about different things, but like I'll just like forget it. Like any argument that we've had, I'll tend to just like not dwell on it. Whereas I think my friend has got like a really good memory, and she'll be like, "Can you remember that time when we fell out and you did this?" Yeah.
And how did your path cross for the first time?
In school, we've known each other since we were like four, and we went to the same primary school and secondary school.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been best friends ever since.
Okay, so your best friend is watching this interview right now, and you have a moment and opportunity to send in a message. What would you say?
Um, Hi, Ebony. I'm doing an interview and I'm gonna share it with you. I'm gonna WhatsApp her this after we've finished. So,
Beautiful, beautiful. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, so before the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of acting? What do you like the most about it?
I think like being surrounded by like creative people and just telling stories. Like I'm really passionate about like horror films. So it's always really cool when I get to work with like other actors and directors that are like really into horror films. So that's fun and just yeah, telling stories and getting to do something really different from my day-to-day life.
And the most challenging part, in your opinion?
I think the most challenging part is, I think, like I said, I think when you come from like more of a working class background, it's a really difficult industry to get into, especially if you don't have like connections and like my parents have like very regular jobs. Like my mum works in a supermarket, my dad's a PT. Like I don't have anyone in the industry that I know, so that's really challenging. And I think as well, like I didn't go to like drama school, um, so again, I don't really have like a leg up going into the industry. So that can be quite challenging.
I see. And in Leeds, do you think being Leeds is a place where you can find some auditions, a place where you can find some opportunities in acting?
Yeah, and I wouldn't have thought that, but I think like
Wow,
most of the work I've done in the last year has all been in like Leeds and Yorkshire. There's
wow.
like a really cool scene up here. There's you have like ITV Studios, BBC, Channel 4. They've all moved up north because I think it's cheaper to film up here. And then you have like all of your soap operas like Coronation Street, Emmerdale, Vera, which I was a extra in recently. And then there's like a couple of like production companies that have all just like set up in Leeds. So that there is like a lot more work up north than what you might think there is. I don't think you need to be like based in London anymore. And again,
Wow.
I think with things like doing self-tapes and auditioning online, it's not like I have to be in London like every day to do that.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's amazing nowadays. I think those TV companies, they are, they are spreading everywhere. They are gig opportunities
Mm.
everywhere. I think it's, as you said, must be cheaper for them, but at the same time as well, it's, I think they
Mm.
explore other places where they can find great actors, great
Yeah,
performers, people for sure.
100%.
Yeah. Next question is, what makes you really angry?
What makes me angry? Right now, my dogs are making me angry because they are doing my head in. Um, I think rude people, but I think most that's like a boring answer. People that are like ungrateful, people that are rude to people that work in like the service industry. That's always a red flag if I'm ever on a date with someone and they're like rude to the waiter. I don't like that.
For sure. Saying that, what's the biggest joy of being Josh? What do you like the most about being you?
I think I've got like really cool friends and a really close family. Like they've got my back, I've got their back. And I think I'm really lucky to have that support.
Amazing. Very good. 3 questions left. Let's do it. You like dancing, Josh?
I love dancing. I took a salsa class like a couple of months ago, and it was really fun.
Wow.
I'm not very good at it, but I really liked it.
Before the next question, let's do a little game, okay? Let's pretend
Okay.
that you've got the biggest budget in your hands, yeah, and you're gonna put together like a play or a scene or a movie, a short movie, and in this short movie, you can choose. You're gonna play on it as well. You can choose anyone to play your mom. You can choose anyone to play your dad. Also, you can choose anyone to play your romantic partner, and in the end, you can choose any director, any producer in the world to help you to put all these, projects together. So tell me those names.
Oh, that's so hard. Okay. I think to play my mum, I want Sofia Vergara. I think that would be really funny because they
Wow.
kind of look very similar.
Uh-huh.
To play my dad. Oh God, who would play my dad? Whoever would be playing my dad would have a very difficult job. Oh, you put me on the spot, William. I can't think. Maybe, and he's absolutely nothing like my dad. He's just like the only actor I can think that is the similar age. It's like Hugh Bonneville, who was in
Okay.
Downton Abbey, and they look nothing alike, and sound nothing alike. But that's the only name I
Okay.
can. And then I think love interest. I think Josh O'Connor would be a good one.
Wow.
Mm,
And the
another
big
job.
boss, the director to put all together.
A director to put it all together.
Yeah, to help you to put all together this project.
I'd probably turn it into like a weird horror film and get James Wan to direct it.
Wow.
That'd be fun.
Good one. And
Yeah.
what would be the name of this project?
Mm, I don't know. Family Shadows or something
I like
dark and sinister, I think.
it. A
And then
lot
my
of
family gets haunted and we have to exorcise a demon or something. I think that'd be fun.
amazing. Next question is, well, what do you like the most about your best friends?
About my best friends, they're very loyal. They're a little bit gobby. They've always got my back. And they'll give like really good advice. I think when I'm like being a little bit crazy and spiraling, they're like, Josh, calm down. Like it's fine. You're okay. This is what we're gonna do.
And do you have brother and sister as well, Josh, or you are the only child?
No, I'm the oldest of five.
My God, big
Mm.
family.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so I have a brother and three sisters, and
That's
nieces and nephews, and like 30 cousins.
my God, it's a big family. Oh wow.
Yeah, huge.
Wow. And between you and your siblings, there is one that you personality way you are very similar to one of them, or you are completely different of your siblings.
No, no, we're all like really different. None of us are alike at all. Like my brother is like super into fitness. He's doing like
Wow.
taekwondo or I think he's doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu actually. He's doing like all these fighting competitions.
Wow.
Um, and then I've got like twin sisters and they're like really glamorous and
Wow.
very sassy. They're really funny. And then my youngest sister, she's like really intelligent and
Wow.
she's like a homebody as well, but she's also like traveled loads. So yeah, we're all
Amazing.
really different. We're not
Wow.
alike at all.
And the only actor that's in this business, do you think is gonna be just you?
Out of my family,
Yeah, like your siblings. Do you think you are the only one who's gonna follow this path?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think my youngest sister, like she's got kids now, she doesn't care. She can watch me on TV. I think my brother actually would do it, actually.
Yeah.
I think he'd probably quite like being on TV. And then I'm pretty sure, like my sisters, the twins, I think they used to do like modeling when they were younger.
Wow.
And I'm sure they auditioned for Skins for the role of the. I don't know if you ever watched Skins UK.
No,
No,
never watched.
it's such a good series. I'm pretty sure they auditioned for the role of the twins, but they were too young.
Wow. Amazing. Two questions left. Let's do it. Okay, Josh, next question is, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or not, who that would be and why?
Oh, it's too William. These questions are just you are putting me on the spot. Living or not?
For any reason, could it doesn't need to be famous, could be anyone that for you could choose to have dinner.
Think sit down, have a conversation with Jesus, maybe like that'd be an interesting conversation.
Mhm.
Um,
Why is
yeah.
that? Why is Jesus?
I need him to give me some advice.
Hmm?
Like Josh, I just need someone to say, Josh, you're doing fine. You're okay. Um, and who else? There's probably loads, but I literally cannot think off the top of my head. I think there's probably like a lot of actors that I'd like to sit down with and have a conversation with, and directors. I think James Wan would be really cool.
Hmm.
Um, Robert Eggers, he's like another really famous horror director that I like. Um, so I could get like some career advice from them. Um, yeah,
Saying that, talking about Jesus, what's the meaning of life for you, Josh?
the meaning of life. I think just spending the time we have on this earth with our friends and our family and our loved ones and just being kind to each other and having each other's back. Because we're
Amazing.
not here for a very long time, so we've got to look
Yeah,
after each other.
for sure. Tell me a life lesson that life has taught you that you feel very grateful for.
Um, I don't necessarily know if it's a life lesson, but I remember when I first qualified as a nurse, um, and I had like a really like busy, stressful shift, and I was like going above and beyond,
Wow.
like trying to help my patients, and I was just like getting yelled at and screamed at, and I was like, oh, like, breaking down. And this nurse Carol, who's probably retired now, she just said, "Don't let an ungrateful patient stop you from being a great nurse." And I always
Wow.
remember that. I thought that was really nice.
Wow, beautiful advice. I think, sometimes you need those advice and it wasn't the right time for you.
Yeah,
And you never, you never
100%.
you never forget to see, still remember it. I think those
Yeah,
advice
that was like 15 years ago, I think, as well.
amazing,
Um, yeah,
amazing. Okay, last question. Ready?
yeah, go.
Let's do it. Okay, and you're talking about your career as a nurse. Tell me a situation through your career that you're never gonna forget. Like a situation with one of your patients. There was something that happened to you that you go like, you know what? I'm always gonna have this situation close to my heart. If you can share.
Oh, um, a nice one. Again, I remember actually when I was newly qualified and I was looking after this old man and he had dementia and he was dying of cancer and he was just in a lot of pain and I remember like staying late a lot of the time, coming in early, checking on him, like calling the ward, is he okay? Um, and when he died, I was really upset and his daughter came and gave me a big hug and asked me to go to the funeral, which I thought was really nice.
Oh my
So
God,
I always
that's
remembered that.
oh wow, that's beautiful. Wow,
Yeah.
sweet. Last question is, what has been the lowest point of your life?
The most what?
The lowest point of your life.
The lowest. I think I'm pretty lucky. I don't think there's been that many lows. I think we all have bad days, but you just got to put things into perspective. Um, and I think when you're having like a crappy day, just call your best mate, call Ebony, call your mum and your dad, call your family, go spend time with them. I can't think of like a really bad day. I mean, like shit happens all the time.
And the opposite of the question, what has been the happiest point of your life?
The happiest. I think having like all my nieces and nephews and like all my friends are having kids now, and I was just godfather at asked to be godfather for one of my best friend's kids, and that was really
Awesome.
sweet. So yeah, I think I'm really lucky. I've got a really good bunch of friends and a really nice family.
And do you think happiness is a choice?
Do I think happiness is a choice? I think there's things that you can do to make yourself happy. Um, but it's hard, I think.
Yeah,
There's a lot of horrible, sad things going on in the world, and it just puts things into perspective. So I just think count your blessings and think about the positives and what you appreciate having in your life and what enriches your life.
for sure. Okay, so then yet, let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay? Let's start with money.
Money, not important.
Okay? Fear.
Bravery,
Family.
friends,
Life.
happiness,
Love.
soulmate.
Religion.
Sometimes challenging, but I think for the most parts, I think there's some good in it.
Okay.
Focus on the good.
Sex.
Fun.
Politics.
Fake.
Friendship.
Friendship. Besties. That's the first thing that came.
Desire.
Love.
Regret.
Past.
Success.
Ambition.
Wish.
Wish. Granted.
Happiness.
Happiness. Family. Friends.
One word for Leeds.
Underrated.
One word for England.
Welcoming.
One word for nurse.
Stressful. Tired.
And the last one now, one word for acting.
Challenging.
See.
Barriers, actually. I think barriers is a better word.
Okay. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet our best friend, the one you mentioned at the beginning of the interview, for a coffee. And I'm going to ask her. It's her, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her, define Josh in one positive word and one negative word only. What should say about you?
I think she'd say I was loyal and a good friend. And then, did you say a negative thing?
Yeah.
No, I think stubborn.
What's your star sign astrology, Josh?
Sagittarius.
Interesting. So you're December.
Yeah.
You know, they say that Sagittarius, compared with the other star sign astrology, they have the biggest heart.
Really?
Did you know that?
No, I didn't. That's nice.
Yeah. Actually, my second one is Sagittarius. My first one is Scorpio. And my second one is Sagittarius. So yeah, they have the biggest heart. Yeah.
What do they say about Scorpios?
Scorpio, you can be very intense, and very intuitive as well. Our intuition is very strong. The negative side of sexual as well. Sexual, like I was saying that Sagittarius, they have the biggest heart, and the Scorpios, they are the sexiest of compared to the other star signs.
Oh, okay.
And the negative part of Scorpio, we can be very manipulating, very jealous, like very jealous. That's the worst part of Scorpio. Yeah, we can be very, it's crazy. Yeah. Right, let's play now, Josh, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. All right, so before we asking the question, people watch this interview right now, they would like to start a career, as a nurse. What would be your best piece of advice?
Um, Best piece of advice, I think make sure that it's really what you want to do. It can be really challenging, but also really rewarding. So I think focus on the positives. It's a lot of hard work. You're going to be tired. You're going to be stressed sometimes, but I think there are a lot of really nice moments, and I think it's a very fulfilling job, even though sometimes it feels quite thankless. So just remember all of the good days that you've had and try not to dwell on the bad days.
Amazing. Okay, you can ask me a question now, Josh.
Oh, William, what's the best thing about being bilingual and speaking more than one language?
Oh my God, Josh, I had here on the show over 1,500 interviews and nobody never asked me this question before. That's
Yeah. You
amazing.
speak
Wow.
Portuguese, right?
Yeah, my first language is Portuguese. Great question. I never been asked that before and I love it. Right. I think the good okay, I'm gonna answer the negative part and the positive part. Yeah,
Okay.
the negative part first. I think, I love
Okay.
I think, of course, live in London or live in England, the first language is English. And
Mhm.
sometimes I have this insecurity, always had, of course, always going to have, broken English, which there is a
Mhm.
beauty behind as well. I think it's beautiful to have a broken English. I think it's amazing. But sometimes, as for example, for life opportunities, for job opportunities, sometimes you go like, oh, I wish I could have this, as a first language to get there and give my best. So sometimes it's just about insecurity. The
Mhm.
best part of being bilingual, it's for you to be able to express yourself in two different ways, not different, the same person is like, different languages, because your mother language is always going to be there, and for you it's great for you to know, the knowledge about your language. And when you learn a foreign language, you get to, I think you expand a lot about your knowledge, and you see the difference as well, the grammar difference, the way, these slangs as well that we talk, things that mean something in our language wouldn't mean, it doesn't mean anything. For example, I remember like back in Brazil when, those movies titles, yeah, when they
Mhm.
change to Portuguese, they make a different. Sometimes they put the same. They just translate as it is, yeah. But
Mhm.
sometimes to make more sense in our language, there is a different name. So sometimes if, in the past, when I was talking to friends about movies, because I love movies, and I couldn't express in the beginning. I couldn't stay. I couldn't see. I couldn't translate exactly the same movie because it was a totally different movie, like name. And
Yeah, that's interesting.
so yeah, so that's, but some of them, of course, because it's, when it's one word, when it makes sense, they just translate it is. But a lot of movies they make they put a totally different name that doesn't make sense.
Mm.
So yeah, back to your question, I think the best part of being bilingual, it's for you to explore different, two different languages, and compare the similarity, the difference, the grammar, how the people talk. I think that's the biggest joy of it, because you can express yourself in two
Mm.
different ways, let's say, in two different languages. I think that's the best part for sure. Great question, I love it.
Mhm. Cool. No,
I mean,
I'm so jealous. Like my sister speaks like five languages, and I always get like really jealous when I hear other people speaking another language. But
yeah.
I am learning Spanish again. I studied in high school, but I've been taking like classes and stuff online. So
What's your favorite Spanish word so far?
mierda.
Portuguese and Spanish is very similar. Yeah,
Very, yeah, my friend told me.
very, yeah.
What else do
And
I like? I had a Spanish friend, and she always used to call me Cookie, but apparently it means like sweetie in Spanish or colloquial Spanish.
tell me a nice word for me to say in Portuguese. Tell me another word in Spanish that you know, like a nice one.
A nice one. A nice word. Oh, how do you say que guai in Portuguese?
Say what?
Que guai. I think it means like how cool. Que
Uh,
guai.
Higuai. That's a different way. I never heard that before. Maybe it's a different way of saying, like how cool. I could say, oh, now it's because I live in Portugal before. In Portugal, they have a different way of saying,
Yeah.
from Brazil. So, legal, que legal, que legal.
Que legal.
Que legal. Que
Que
legal means,
legal.
Yeah, que legal means like how cool. It's que legal.
That's fun. Do you ever say kemono, which I think means how cute?
Kemono.
Yeah.
No,
These are
mas
like
this
colloquial words. So my friend, like, she's like in her early 20s, and she told me that this is what a lot of younger people in Spain like
is
say. So
could
it's
be
not
slang.
something like you
That,
would learn online.
yeah, could be slang. You know, the slangs so
Mm,
that we for us it's quite difficult to. But
yeah.
overall, it's very similar for sure.
Yeah, I think Ola is the same, but without the H.
Yeah,
Portuguese.
yeah.
And bom dia, is that good day?
Yes, bom dia.
Mm.
In Portugal, this is the accent from Portugal. In Brazil, we say
Mm.
bom dia.
Bom dia.
Yeah, bom dia in Portugal and bom dia in
Bom
Brazil.
dia. Ah, so it's the Brazilian twist.
Yeah, bom
Yeah,
dia. We
that's cool.
have this G, bom dia.
Bom dia. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
you said correctly. You said very good,
Mm.
like bom dia. Yeah, amazing. Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, it was really fun, William. It was really nice meeting you. Yeah, this
You
was cool.
too. Thanks
Yeah.
again. Thanks for being so kind, being so sweet, and accept my invitation. Thanks for bringing this, this good vibe. And I love, when passionate people come to the show. As you said, you have a career that you nailed it to, and at the same time as
Mm.
well, you are starting something new that you find yourself as a passion as well. So I think it's amazing to see people going after their dreams. So carry on. I know it's not easy,
Thank
but
you.
that's the good part of it. If it would be easy, it would be boring. So it's good to be difficult and go up for it.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, if it was easy, it would be boring.
For
And we
sure.
don't like boring. But yeah,
But
thank you, William.
before you go, Josh, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Um, I think try and enjoy your friends and your family's success and encourage them.
Beautiful.
I think that's just one thing that I always remembered.
Amazing. Thanks again. Regards to your family, to your friends, to your best friend as well. And you keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay?
Thanks, William.
Have a good
Night.
night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.